to another episode of the Tori Creates podcast, episode 81. My name is Tori, the mastermind behind the crazy, and thank you for joining me today. It is Sunday, March 9th. Happy time change to those of us in the US. It is a very, very sunny day, so as you can see, the sun's gonna be doing things. It's full sun. Also, you can probably see dust just flying, and I am sorry for that as well. It's bothering me too. But anyway, I am here with another episode. I have so much stuff to share this time, like so much. I've been making a lot of stuff. I've been doing a lot of different projects. I've had a girls' weekend. I have hit up Joann's because they are going out of business. R.I.P. Joann's. Yeah, I've just got all of the things. So let's just get right into it because this is going to be all over the place. So we're going to start with the first one, which I need to actually photograph today. I finished my test knit. So this is the Passenger Pullover by Maral. She's knitting ruined my life on Instagram. And it's a bulky weight drop shoulder, I believe. Or is it raglan? Don't ask me today, my brain is gone. But I have finished it. I used black is the Red Heart Super Saver, and then the gray into other colors is a lava cake, Karen lava cake. And as you can see, I'm not super happy with how the colors started to present on the back of the sweater. It's a little annoying because it just started there, and I should have I don't know how I would have avoided that, but anyway. I tried to keep the sleeves as similar as possible with the materials I had, because the lava cakes, they aren't exactly the same between the two of them, and so that's why you get some of this marled, which I actually kind of like, but they also have abrupt color changes, the ones that I used, so yeah. But I wanted to use what I had on hand. This is going to be incredibly cozy. I just washed and dried this in the washer because this is all acrylic, and that has made it extra soft and cozy. But yeah, she's done. I just need to do the stats and finish out the final form because this is actually due in a couple days. And yeah, then I'm going to submit everything and I'll have my finished sweater and the test knit will be complete. I cut this a little close because it's actually been done. I just hadn't washed and dried it. So I have got this done. This is done. She's done. She is ready to, oh, I'm sorry, lady. I scared her. She's ready to photograph and fill out the final forms and wear. So that was the first thing. I just have stuff everywhere. Oh, sorry. This is straw in my cup. You can just see it. Let's move that so you don't have to look at the straw. Let's see. What else? Well, I guess we'll just go into micro crochet. I had mentioned I had gone to Joann's. Oh dear. This is attached. I had gone to Joann's to hit up some other sales, and I did get a few things of thread. I actually got these variegated threads. This one's actually attached to a hook, so we won't worry about that. But I got 3 variegated threads. I think they're super fun. I was like, why not? Just to play with. I did get a few, refills of some colors just in case. And then they did have some crochet hooks on sale, so I got a few of the small, just the regular. The hook that I've been using is the 0.5 millimeter. This is a clover hook, number 14, so this is a really small one. And they had a few that were larger. That's a 1.75, but I've got a 0.75 here. I believe I have a 0.6 in here too. Yeah, 0.6. This is a Tulip .4, number 16. But yeah, so I got a few crochet hooks on discount. And then I had been crocheting quite a bit, micro crochet, so this is going to be another one of those things where hopefully I can just insert a picture, because I've got a decent amount that I've finished and I need to photograph. So I made a whole bunch. I'm just going to discuss this and then I'm going to insert pictures while I'm discussing this and separating these out. So I made a whole bunch of micro crochet neon hearts, which I am going to put into an earring set. Let's see, what else have I got here? I'm trying to separate the micro crochet hearts. I did a bunch of granny squares. These, none of the ends are woven in, so these photos are going to be a little interesting, so I apologize. But I did some granny squares, some brown ones. Oh my goodness, this is so tangled. I've done a lot of crochet and haven't woven in any of the ends. Some pink ones, some green ones, some red ones. So I did a bunch of granny squares. Oh, and some blue ones. These are all like multicolor granny squares. I haven't decided if they are all going into the same pattern or not. Then I did a few flowers with just like black centers. I did some light greens and some turquoise, and then last but not least I was playing with the variegated thread, and I was doing the same pattern but with different hook sizes just to see, you know, the difference in size flowers. So the flowers that the pictures will be are just like, I love how I'm just like looking down while I'm talking. The flowers will just be different sizes because of the hook size. It's the same pattern. So I was doing that. This is all of this in this tiny container is just so much time, which is somewhat painful, but at the same time I get on these modes where this is all I want to do. So, and I mean, like, I can have a whole bunch of thread and stuff in a pouch and this is all I bring to work, and I've got, you know, a bazillion colors of thread and some hooks and everything that I need to do this, and it's like no space. So, and like these containers, I don't even know where I got these bags. I've had them for years and years and years. They're makeup bags, but they're really cool. They maybe come from like Target. I don't remember, but they are fantastic for this. Just trying to think what I want to do next. I made some progress on my embroidery, but I actually have it on an embroidery stand, so let me loosen this up a little bit. So I did work on embroidery. I've gotten, oh my goodness, this is just gonna blow out like none other. Let's try it over here. But I basically filled in the bulk of this, or actually did I finish? I finished this flower minus the details. So this is on its way. I have it in a stand now so that I can work on it a little easier without having to like cramp my hands holding onto it, and that actually was super helpful. A couple weeks ago, again, I got sick again, and like really sick, very bad sick, like 2 weeks ago now. It was bad. It was real bad. Like I was delusional, shouldn't be driving, like all of that stuff, sick. And so finally, when I was starting to feel a little better, this stand was fantastic because my hands were a little shaky, but I could still embroider because I didn't have to hold the hoop. I could just stitch. So that was nice. But yeah, we just keep getting sick over here. So there is that. Let's see, what else have I got? Okay, I've got another work in progress. Oh my goodness. Let's see. And actually, this is a bag from my friends and I did a girls' weekend last weekend, and we went to Blick Art Supply in Milwaukee, and this is a bag from there, which I love. It's the perfect size. Blick Art Supply is like a kid in a candy store. This is gonna be all over the place, but before we even get there, let's focus on knitting. So another Joann's purchase. Oops, I brought yarn. But I am working on the mini mock neck tank by Jessie Made Designs. So it looks like not a whole lot of anything. It's on small needles. I am knitting this on US 1s. So the stuff I normally knit my socks on, I am knitting this. So it doesn't look like a whole lot. It's a tank top. So it's not going to look like a whole lot until I get it off the needles, but it's top down, super scrunched up. So it'll make more sense when it's actually off the needles. I'm knitting this in Pearl Soho linen quill. I don't know if I can find the color name without taking this out all the way. I don't think it will. Well, why does it take it out and we're gonna look? In turmeric yellow. So this is a new to me yarn. I had gotten it, they had it on a very big sale, and so I got 2 skeins to try. And I know some people say it's rough, so it's got a wool, alpaca, and linen, and some people say it's rough. It's super soft. I think it's super soft. So I'm knitting this tank top out of it. We'll see how it goes. I've been enjoying it because I'm to the just knit around phase. I've got a second skein caked up, and ready to go. Let's put this in here. Oh, my needles. Oh, pad. Let's put that out of here. But yeah, I've been bringing this to work because I can just knit. If I'm not driving, I can just knit. So I've been working on that. What else? Whoa, that's bright. What else? Let's see here. Let's do some stash acquisitions. So some of these I've had for a minute. I should not be talking while I'm looking away. Some of these I've had for a minute. So I was on Amazon and I had gotten some yarn off Amazon, and these are all Yarn Art flowers. It's 53% cotton and I think it's like 45% nylon. I don't remember. It's in a different language, but basically this is a very large cake of yarn. How much is in this thing? 1,000 meters or 1,093 yards. So basically I got these thinking it's a cotton blend. I'm gonna knit some like short sleeve shirts or tank tops because this year I've kind of decided that I want to knit more like daily staples that I could wear to work or just around the house. And to work I often wear short sleeve shirts, especially since they decided to crank up the heat this winter. In the past, I was bundled up in 20 layers, but now a short sleeve shirt is plenty because they decided that at least 75 degrees is great for the office. We all are dying. But anyway, so I got 3 colors. I got, does it even say, I don't think these even say what colors these are, but they're off Amazon. So I got this one. They're still in their packaging, and I'm gonna leave it. So sorry for the crinkle and the shine. I got this one, and I got this one, and these are really affordable. Because you're getting basically 2 skeins of yarn in 1 cake, and were these like $11 for a cake, like a giant cake? So for me, I can knit myself a t-shirt out of this for 11 bucks when normally, unfortunately, in this craft, it costs more to make clothes out of yarn than it does to just buy something like from Walmart. But, so I got these. Then I do have a few things from Joann's. I got a few yarns. I've got I think I maybe have a couple others, but I got some Funky Bright acrylics. I don't know. I just got one of each. I'm like, we'll see what I do with them. I don't know if I'll just use them in like amigurumi or what, or like fun blankets. I don't know, but they were super bright and super fun and they made me smile, so I got those. I also got some skeins of the Knit and Crochet Essential Cotton. So it's like a more like a sport weight cotton, and it's their brand, and I got this color is White Sands. So it's this like, oh, it's gonna blow out because of the sun. It's like browns and tans, but I thought it'd be a very nice, again, t-shirt. So I've got enough for a t-shirt. Yeah. So I've got that. I think I had got one more color, like a burnt orange of this stuff. Basically, I went to Joann's and our Joann's was completely wiped out. There was hardly any yarn. So I got a couple things, and then my friend and I last weekend went, before we went to our girls' weekend, to one in, so I went to one in Janesville, which is Wisconsin, and then we went to one in Beaver Dam, and the one in Beaver Dam had way more yarn still, so I got some yarn there, but yeah, I've got a sweater's worth. Very sad about Joann's closing, but I got some yarn, so we're good to go. So I'm just gonna set all this stuff aside. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, Amazon cash back for the win, because I ended up getting Steffi Glave's 2 micro crochet books. So I've got 100 micro amigurumi and 100 micro crochet motifs. Now granted, obviously these, because they're in books, I can't use these patterns to sell anything from, obviously, but I just thought it would be so fun to like, I love her designs. So to make myself some jewelry, or to make gifts for people, or just because, or these could make fantastic like stitch markers for myself. I got these and they are so much fun. I haven't made any patterns out of them yet because I got these and then I really had to finish that test knit. And then I went down a million other rabbit holes, but I'm incredibly excited about these. And the ironic thing is, Joann's had, I think, this one, but it ended up being less expensive at Amazon. So I got these 2. They are fantastic. I love them. So much fun. Anyway, last but not least, this might be a shorter episode because we are all over the place and everywhere. But I was talking about how we went to Blick Art Supply. I've never been to, there's more in here than just the Blick stuff, but I wanted to grab what I need. But I've never been to Blick Art Supply before in person. I have ordered from them. So it's a Dick Blick Art Supply, but they just renamed to Blick. I have ordered from them before, years ago when I was still in college, in art school. But I've never been to one of their physical stores. And so we finally went, and we were just like kids in a candy store. My friend and I that are both, we met at this art college. We were just like drooling at this entire store. Meanwhile, our other friend that was there, she's not into the stuff, so she's just like, I'm just gonna walk around and follow you. But so I got a couple things. I actually had a gift card, not to them, but just like a generic gift card. So I was like, oh, we're gonna use it here. So I got some gouache. This is the Holbein acrylic polymer gouache. This is a very good brand of gouache. So this is like a treat. I got 4 colors, and as you can see, I got my typical neons, and they are so pigmented. I was playing with them last night. They are so nice. I am so spoiled by these. The cheap ones I got off Amazon don't hold a candle to this. I mean, we're not surprised because these are like artist quality, but they're so nice. So nice. I also got a couple of the Dr. P.H. Martin's water, concentrated watercolor. So I got 4 colors to try. I got fuchsia, so they come in a dropper. They're like concentrated watercolor. I got tapestry, which is like I don't know what we want to call it, like a kind of a yellowy color. I got ice green, and I got ice blue. So like I am incredibly excited about these. I need to shake this one up a little bit. But like, oh, so pretty. These are so pretty. I love them. I've heard so many good things about them, so I haven't tried these yet. These are next up to try and just play with. You can even use these in like calligraphy pens and stuff, but I just really wanted to try these because there are so many artists I follow online that love these and use these, and it's an absolute treat because I'm just going to use them to play around. I got a couple pens. I got like a Blick, they're Blick fine liner pens. I got a Staedtler fine liner pen to try. I got this weird cat gel pen where you push the cat down, the pen comes out. I love it. It's adorable. And then I got a mechanical pencil. This is actually fantastic. And this little case. So I really was spoiled there, but thank you to the gift card. And I was just kind of playing around in my sketchbook. I don't have anything fancy to share, but I decided I wanted to do like botanical drawings, and I was looking up botanical drawings, and one of them was like rosemary means like remembrance, and I love it. So I was trying to figure out how to draw rosemary. I'm sorry, this is gonna blow out. But for every good sketch, there's a million crappy sketches of me trying to do the thing. And then more crappy sketches of stuff. And then, oh no, don't stick. More weird sketches. And then this was me playing with the watercolor the gouache last night. So much fun. I plan to go over this with like an ink pen and just draw over it. I was just, swatching it, messing around, and then using up every ounce of paint that I put on my palette. So that's what that is. But look at that color. Look at the vibrance of those bright colors. Oh, so good. But anyway, so I have that. And that's kind of been it. That's a lot. It's all over the place. I'm sure I'm missing some stuff. But I have been keeping busy, and yeah. And now the weather's starting to warm up a little bit. Wow, the sun is definitely turning. We're just gonna angle over here. It's starting to warm up, so I haven't started my seeds yet, so I need to do that today. Yeah, we're really behind for our garden. And what else? We've been sick pretty much consistently for weeks. I was finally starting to get over it, not last weekend, but the weekend before. And I drove to my friend's house because we were just going to hang out. And that evening I stayed overnight. I got whatever I had, it sat in. And I drove home that morning. I probably shouldn't have driven home that morning. I realized after the fact I was that sick. So I actually called off that Monday and Tuesday. It was bad. So then I felt better, and then Justin got it. And so I had a girls' weekend last weekend. So that was when we went to like the art supply shop, and we did crafts and hung out and played Overcooked, and it was a lot of fun. But I was finally feeling better. And then he's been sick. So now this weekend, I think it's allergies that are kicking in for me, in which case it just means I'm not contagious anymore, and I'll be miserable, but I can go places. But yeah, we've just been trying to recoup. I am so sick of being sick because it has been 2.5 months of me being sick. we're taking a lot of vitamins over here because my goodness. But anyway, yeah, so it's been sporadic because I've also been hopping between crafts to match my level of health at the time. So there has been that. Otherwise, it's been lovely. It's been quiet. We've been at home a lot because we've been sick, so we don't really have a whole lot of like exciting things to share. We haven't been going anywhere. And when I do go somewhere, I often get sick. So last weekend was lucky. But yeah, I'm rambling. I don't know what else to share. I'm sure I'm missing something. But if I find I've missed something, I will share it in the next episode. So yeah, with that, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I hope it's finally maybe pretending to be spring where you are. It certainly is here. It's supposed to be 70 on like Friday, so that's insane, and I'm very excited. But yeah, if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, comment. We'd love to grow this community on the interwebs. And yeah, you can find me on Instagram as Tori Schaffner. I'm on Ravelry as lilwestie. Where else am I of note? I do have a Tori Schaffner Studio Facebook page. And I'm on YouTube, of course. And last but not least, I do have my Etsy, Tori Schaffner Studio. I do hope to start putting some newer things in there. I just need to finish these micro crochet items, and hopefully I can get those listed in the shop. But anyway, yeah, I hope you are having a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.